Today is Wednesday, and for lunch, I actually made meatball soup. I was gonna have it for like lunch and dinner, but it's almost gone, so I pulled out something out of the freezer to make for dinner, and I also made a loaf of homemade bread. So let me show you what I have thawing. I have these hamburger patties that desperately need to be used up, so these should thaw out by dinner time. And these I got on clearance at Kroger, and I found some sad looking hamburger buns that need to be used up. And then I have some corn on the cob going in the crock pot, and that's going to be dinner. I'm not sure if we're going to grill them outside or if we're just going to throw them in the air. All right, so Noah's making his burger. You have to put the sauce, honey. So this is what they turned out. My husband actually ended up grilling them on the barbecue. We're just going to have burgers and call it a night. It's late. We're not making any fries or anything else. The kids have been outside all day and they're starving, as you can tell. And then we have tomatoes from our garden that Noah picked for us. So that's what we're going to have on our burgers. That's from our garden. And some onion and some lettuce. We will see you guys tomorrow. So it is still Wednesday night, and I am taking out these chicken legs that we had purchased back in May. They have a little frost on them, but they should be okay. I made these chicken legs in the crock pot last week, and they were a hit with the family. So tomorrow I'm going to use my crock pot again and put these in the crock pot with seasoning, and then I'll either do cheesy potatoes in the oven or some chicken rice or something. But I'll let you guys know. It's a quick meal, and I'll bring you guys along, show you how simple and easy it is. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning, and I have those chicken drumsticks in water, and they're just getting a good wash, and I'm going to throw them in the crock pot. But I wanted to show you guys, I do have 2 other drumsticks down there. I'm going to make a chicken stock and make some chicken soup, and I'm hoping to have enough to put in the freezer in some jars, because I have no more chicken stock in the freezer, no more homemade bone broth, nothing. So I have a huge pot right here, and I'm getting that started. It is a nice cold day. I woke up at this morning at 7. It was like 45 degrees outside, so it's a perfect day to make some chicken stock. All right, so I have washed the drumsticks and I have seasoned them, and if anybody is interested, this is the seasoning I used. I actually got this on Amazon. It's a really good seasoning, and I am going to leave it on high for about 3 to 4 hours, just depending till they're done. It just depends on how your crock pot heats. And I already started preheating the crock pot like when I was washing the drumsticks, so it's already getting a little warm. And my soup is going to come to a boil, my chicken broth, and yeah, it's going to be smelling absolutely delicious. I'm not sure if I'm doing a rice as a side or if I'm going to make those cheesy, like Betty Crocker cheesy potatoes in the oven. And then we have some salads in the fridge, and it's going to be a quick, easy, delicious dinner that everybody will like. Beautiful soup, you guys. It turned out so delicious. I have potatoes boiling because I'm going to make my little Romanian potato salad, and I have all this broth that needs to be strained and put in the freezer, and then somebody will eat on those chicken legs from there. And then I had turkey breast from I don't know when, probably Thanksgiving, who knows, but it was in the freezer. I had it in this bag and then in a freezer bag. So I'm going to use this up instead of chicken breast to make the salad. It's still going to be delicious. I have frozen peas in the freezer that's going to go in there. So we're still using things up from our freezer, and I still have 1 more of these bags in the freezer that I need to use up. So I was able to find it because, again, it was just like put in the back. I would have never found it if I wouldn't have done my lowest spend challenge to actually be able to find things and use them up. I'm super excited that got done. And even those chicken legs were kind of in the back. And so I'm super happy with what we got accomplished last month. And we're just going to keep on going. My potato salad. I'm going to put a little mayo on top and pop it in the fridge. I'm going to cover it with a lid and pop it in the fridge. This is best eaten cold. You can eat it room temperature, but cold is better. And then I'm just doing 2 of these north sides rice for the chicken to have as a side. And it is 11:54, and I just want to wrap it up. The chicken legs, you can see here, are still in the crock pot. I think they're just about done to turn off. I'm going to spread some barbecue sauce, throw them under the broiler, and then strain this and put in the fridge. I just have in the freezer. I have the jars that I'm gonna use in the dishwasher right now. My beautiful soup. We're gonna have a lot of delicious, delicious food. And my husband likes to take this salad to work as well. So great meals for the next couple. So honestly, you guys, these would have been more than enough 2 hours on high. They were kind of breaking apart, which is fine. They're delicious. And I just put some barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put them under the broiler on high for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, flip them over, do some more barbecue sauce. But I wanna show you guys, I have this beautiful broth. What I'm gonna do is after I eat the chicken, we're gonna put the bones back in there and make a beautiful, beautiful bone broth or stock, and put that in the freezer as well. Turned out so delicious. It smells delicious. They are still really moist and tender inside. I just kept them under the broiler for 4 minutes on each side. And yeah, they're gonna be absolutely yummy. It's the barbecue sauce kind of caramelized and just ooey gooey sticky deliciousness. So here is my husband's dinner, and I also had some pickled pickles and carrots and stuff. So this is what we are enjoying today. See you guys tomorrow. All right, so here is the chicken stock that is going in my freezer. I got a nice jar, and then I have the bones from the drumsticks, and then all of that liquid that was in the bottom of the crock pot as those drumsticks cooked up, made a beautiful broth. Look at that beautiful color. I added onions, carrots, celery, parsley, a huge thing of ginger, apple cider vinegar, peppercorns, and salt. So this is gonna go for, I would say, at least 15-20 hours, and then we'll turn it off, strain it, and have bone broth to put in our freezer. Hi everyone, I don't have a meal for you guys today. Today is Friday. We had leftover soup. The kids popped some chicken nuggets in the air fryer, but I want to show you guys my bone broth, how nice and rich it turned out. My house smells absolutely delicious. I'm gonna let these cool down just a bit. I did leave quite a bit of room. I want them to have room to expand in the freezer. I'm gonna pop the lids on, throw these in the freezer, and we'll have delicious bone broth for tortellini soup or for other soups or whatever we need bone broth for. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning, and I have a few of these bacon crumbles that I just keep in my freezer, and I'm just kind of sauteing them. I didn't add any oil or butter because they have fat, and I'm doing scrambled eggs. I did deep clean my coffee machine, and I'm just running it with some warm water to kind of clean it out some more. So we're starting breakfast with just scrambled eggs, and again, we're just still trying to use up things from our freezers. I still have a few more bags of these in the freezer, but working on using that up. All right, so here is breakfast. We have some tomatoes and cucumbers, and I did add a little bit of cheese. This is going to be my little one's plate. He is so excited to dig in. He loves cucumbers and tomatoes and bacon and eggs. Right, so we are going to make these pot stickers that we got at Costco a while back, and I'm just going to follow the instructions. They are thought out. I'm going to make the whole bag, and it looks like we're going to be inside today a lot, because we are surrounded by wildfires. Washington's on fire, Oregon's on fire, and the air is just absolutely nasty outside. We have our air purifiers going in the house, and we're keeping our doors and windows closed. Even though we're doing all that, some of the smoke got into the house, and I'm already having a headache, so we're definitely not going outside. But I wanted to show you guys we're making these, and then I think my husband's gonna meal prep some of those those hamburger tubes I didn't put in the freezer. I just put them in the fridge. He's gonna make burgers out of them, and we'll pop them in the freezer. We did pick these tomatoes from our garden last night. They smell absolutely delicious. There's nothing like homegrown tomatoes. We're gonna let them ripe a little bit more. I'm just gonna leave them on the counter, but some of them are definitely ready to be eaten up. So these are the dumplings. I boiled them, and then I'm just frying them up with a little bit of olive oil and butter, and then I'm gonna put the sauce that it came with, and I'm just gonna do them in batches, and that's what we're having for lunch. I wanna show you guys, I made some of those wings that we got yesterday, and that's what they look like. They're already cut into little pieces. I made them in the air fryer with seasoning, and then my husband is eating them with this buffalo wing sauce, which is absolutely delicious. Is it good? Very good. Very good. So I have more going in the air fryer. He's gonna enjoy these, and then we're gonna package the rest up and put them in freezer bags. All right, so here are all the wings. These are the 40 pounds of wings minus the ones we ate tonight. These are washed and ready to go. My husband did that, and they are gonna go straight into the freezer, and we're gonna get some great meals out of these wings. So I'm gonna take 6 pounds of this ground beef and 2 onions and some garlic and a bunch of seasonings, and I'm going to make myself some spaghetti sauce that I can just flatten out and freezer bag meals and throw them in the freezer, because spaghetti sauce ready to go takes a lot less room in the freezer than these tubes of beef. And even though I have some room in the freezers, I'm trying to meal prep, since it's already thawed out and stuff, meal prep as much as I can. I love my little chopper here. It's going to take no time to chop the onions and get this going. It's not going to take very long. And then if I have room, I can even add another 3 pounds of meat. We'll see. Add another onion, about 1 onion to 3 pounds of meat, I think will be good for our sauce. And I have a lot of marinara sauce that I still have on my shelf in the pantry, so it'll be great to get that used up. And all right, so I decided to go with 6 pounds at once. And then I have over here a bunch of marinara sauces. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, but if we do, they're ready to go. How's it going, babe?
Good, good.
So he has over here 12 pounds of meat, and he is just mixing it up. We're using this brand new hamburger mix, and you're going to turn them into hamburgers. He has his little trays and his little press. How do you like that hamburger press?
Oh, the best.
Yeah, so we're going to do the patties, and then what we're going to do, oh, there's some meat that fell over there. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to flash freeze them and then take them and put them in Ziploc bags. And yeah, I think they're going to be really good. I know they're going to be really good because now we kind of got used to his burgers. And the ones that we had this week that were pre-made, that I had on clearance from Kroger, they just were not the same. So we got used to his burgers, and we really like them. And this is the meat that we've been using, so very happy with them. All right, so this is a big pot, and it is gonna start coming to a boil. I need to add some Italian seasoning. I put about 5 cloves of garlic and a little bit of sugar, and just to cut the acidity. It's gonna be delicious, delicious pasta sauce. So this is how the burgers are turning out. We've showed you guys before in other videos. This little press thing is super easy to use. My husband enjoys using it, right, babe?
Yes.
Yes, so he enjoys using that. And look at that meat. It's so fresh and red and nice. And yeah, it's good quality. I like Kroger meat. Go ahead.
Come on over. You get some.
Yeah, come on over and get some. We'll gladly have you guys. I think we have enough meat to make a lot of burgers. So yeah, they're turning out very nicely. We're going to flash freeze them on the trays and then put them in our Ziploc. We are getting a lot of things done today. Like I said, we're just kind of meal prepping today and stuff. So over here in this crock pot, I have the leftover bones from the wings that we ate, and I'm going to make another bone broth. And I had half of a purple onion in the fridge that need to be used up. I put some garlic, salt, pepper, peppercorns, bay leaves, celery, and I added a little bit of turmeric. I have some ginger in there and some apple cider vinegar. And I like the turmeric because it's, you know, all the health benefits, but it just makes such a beautiful broth. I didn't put turmeric in my other broth, but I did in this one, and I know we will be using these for like tortellini soups and stuff like that, and my kids don't mind it. I wanted to show you guys, I also finished up this huge 5-pound box of Himalayan sea salt. I think I'm going to wash this container and repurpose it, and I have more in my stockpile. So for all you preppers out there, don't forget the salt. I'm sure you guys know. And then here is my beautiful sauce, huge pot, nice thick sauce. It's still pretty warm, so I can't bag it up. It's 7:20 right now, but it's gonna cool off enough, and then I will bag it up and put it in the freezer. And then this will just, I'll put the lid on and I'll just let it go overnight. It is Sunday, so my mom dropped by last night and she brought me more tomatoes from her garden. They are absolutely beautiful and delicious. We have some fries, more in the air fryer. And then these are just great value waffle fries, some great value chicken dipping sauce, and then we have a bunch of these Red Robin seasoning packets that we're just sprinkling on the fries. We have lettuce and these beautiful homegrown tomatoes. Oh, they're out of this world. And my husband's cooking up some of the burgers that he made up last night. So let me take you over there and show you. Oh, let me caramelize the onions because we made it a few times like this and we just absolutely love to top our burgers with this. So we're gonna let those go for just a little bit longer. I'm actually gonna turn them down, and then I do have some tater tots as well if we need to use part of that in the air fryer. And let me show you what my husband is just grilling some of those delicious burgers he made, and they smell out of this world. I can just put his dupe In-N-Out sauce. He made it up. He did 2 batches, and it was in the fridge. He's like, make sure you show him my sauce. So I'm gonna keep this in the fridge, mix it up a little bit better, and it's really good. This is what it looks like, and the kids are wanting to dunk their fries in the In-N-Out secret sauce, dupe secret sauce, and it's really, really delicious. All right, so it is Sunday night. I thawed out a chicken, and I used this roasted garlic herb chicken seasoning and some onion powder on it, and I'm going to cover this and put it in the fridge and just let it marinate, and then tomorrow we're gonna pop it in the slow cooker. And then let me show you what else we got. So one of our friends, he likes to go hunting every single year, and he usually makes like deer sausage, I guess, I don't know. It's really good, and so he gave it to us a while back, and we just popped it in the freezer. And so my husband took out these 2, and they're gonna thaw out. He's gonna take some to work, and then we'll just have some to kind of eat and snack on. So today, this morning, when we got out of church, there was this guy with his truck selling these beautiful, beautiful beans. And it doesn't have the farm name, but they're local. He said they're organic and they're gorgeous. I don't know how many pounds is in this, but this was $29 for this huge box. And so I'm going to saute some tomorrow with garlic and onion to have next to our chicken, and we're gonna have to figure out what else we're gonna do with them because I don't want them to go bad. He also had green beans, but these are our absolute favorite beans in the world. So super happy about that. He says they have them all the time. I don't know if it's just seasonal that they have them all the time, but I'm gonna have to find that farm, and if they do, we're definitely gonna be getting these way more. It is Monday morning, and I have my chicken all seasoned and tucked into the crock pot. I seasoned it last night, and then I added just a little bit of seasoning this morning as well. I did bring it out of the fridge about 40 minutes ago before I popped it into the crock pot just so that I can get to room temperature. And then I also boiled up a bunch of eggs to have in the fridge. The kids just left. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my coffee, and this is just gonna cook. I love, love, love the crock pot meals. They're so simple. I have a Walmart order coming soon, and I have some russet potatoes because the ones I had just a few and they didn't look too good, so I tossed those. And I have another crock pot that I just ordered from Target that came the other day. So we'll put the russet potatoes in that little crock pot. So we'll do baked potatoes with chicken, and then we'll saute those yellow beans later. And then I have 3 ears of corn I think I'm gonna get boiling. Those are the only ears of corn we have left, so we'll get those. I want to show you guys, it rained last night. I am so happy it rained. And that's really helped with the smoke and the wildfires. I don't know if the wildfires are still going. I think they are, but at least the air is not so smoky. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for rain and fall and cool weather. I love summer, but I'm so over it. We've had some hot weather, and right now I have all my windows and stuff open. It's a little humid, but it's not too bad. It's still, you still get that little cold, crisp, fresh air, which I just Here is my new crock pot that I'm gonna open up. I got it at Target.com, and it was on sale on their website for $19.99, and is 4.5 quarts, so it's not a really small one, which I kind of want it in between. My other one's bigger, but this is not as big, but it's big enough to do like a bunch of baked potatoes or something like that. So I'm super excited. Let's open it up and put our baked potatoes in. So I scrubbed these with a veggie brush. which is this. And then I pricked some holes with a knife, and I put a little bit of my avocado spray, and I just put that on them just so that the salt would stick to them. I did add about 1/4 cup of water on the bottom. You do not have to put them, well, I know there's many ways you can do baked potatoes in the crock pot. Some people put them in tinfoil individually. I don't. I just put them like this, and I'm going to put them on high for a couple of hours till I feel like they're done. I'm going to check them, and when they are, they'll be delicious. And yeah, we'll have baked potatoes. And this is such a beautiful, I don't know if you can tell, such a beautiful color on this crock pot. It's like a light teal. Gorgeous. Love it. Okay, so I took the chicken out of the crock pot and I let it go too long and it just kind of fell apart. I just put it under the broiler for like 5 minutes on high, and then I minced up some garlic, some fresh garlic, and that's just kind of spread over there. But I want to show you something. Today is a sad, sad day with my crock pot. It cracked. See all those little, those are all cracks. So I'm going to discard everything that's in there, and I'm going to throw it away. I did contact the manufacturer, which is Pioneer Woman. I got it on Walmart.com at the end of May. So just a few months. I can't believe it. I've had one before and it was fine. So I think maybe this one was defected. So they sent me an email and they said, send us pictures and we'll try to replace it or give you your money back, because that's ridiculous. Thank God nothing worse happened. Like, I don't know what could happen, but there's like a million little cracks. So I kind of checked the chicken to make sure there's like no little pieces or anything in it, and there isn't. And so I think it's still safe to eat. Baked potatoes are still going. This smells incredible. I'm going to start on the yellow beans. Oh my goodness, you guys. I just hit these beans with fresh garlic. I turned off the stove and I hit it with a little bit of crushed pepper flakes, thanks to Costco Pizza. So leftover packets. It smells incredible. Does it smell good, David? Yeah. He's shaking his head that it smells really good. It smells so, so good. Now I'm turning these off, and I steamed them a little bit with some water. I cut some onion, and then I put a little bit of olive oil and just sauteed them a little, and they're going to be a great side to our chicken and our baked potatoes. All right, you guys, so here is dinner. Baked potato with the beans and the chicken, and it smells delicious. It is Tuesday, and for dinner we are having tortellini soup. My daughter Emma made this huge pot of delicious soup. The cream cheese is still melting, and it is going to be so, so good. So you guys, really quick, I have some more of those yellow beans, and I have Italian sausage that was left over from my son David, and I put some garlic and onions, and I'm making like a little stir fry, and that's going to be my husband's lunch for tomorrow. All right, guys, so for Wednesday night's dinner, we have some dumplings and a couple frozen pizzas, and that's going to wrap up another week of what we're eating for dinner, and we will see you guys next time.